look at all that power flashes. Yeah. So you're going to hit it? Here. Man, look, it's fixing to hit this house. The house is, look at the house. Holy cow. Man, it's coming up on a handful of houses right here. Man, I'm fixing to have to break free. Stay on it, I got to break. Hey, Mike, yeah, we're having to break free. I'm about half a mile from it. It's moving pretty quick. I'm on Oak Park Road, and just south of like the Stillwater Central, the train tracks right there. We're just coming up on Arrowhead Road and County Road 3310, and we've already saw this thing take out 2 or 3 houses. A ton of power flashes, and it's moving pretty quick. I'm almost into the town of Wellston. Wellston is right off my nose. If you're in Wellston, you need to be in your tornado area already. This thing is going to track right almost towards town, and it's definitely a lot of energy. I'm going to spin the helicopter again, and we'll hold right here and kind of give us a better shot. But it's on the ground, and it's about, let me get around here, it's about 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles, right to the west of me, and I'm trying to zoom out on my map here. I don't have the county road, but it looks like it's going to track about 1 mile north of Wellston, but it's on the ground. As you can see, the funnel cloud and the wall cloud is actually lowered. You got a big white funnel right there, and this thing is just grinding up the ground as it transitions to the east, Mike. There it is, and it looks like it's actually growing maybe a little bit. If I'll get this dadgum skid out of the way, we can zoom in there. We have the lowering right there, and it almost appears that it might be kind of roping out a little bit at this time. I'm going to have to break free and kind of get a little bit to the east as it continues to move on us. But if you're in Wellston, you need to be in your tornado shelter, tornado safe area, because this is coming right towards town. It's probably about 3 miles, 3.5 miles to the west of it now, and it's directly eastbound, Mike. You think it is?
All right, if you're just now joining us, this is an extraordinary moment. We're looking at least one twister that has formed there and is touching the ground. This in Wellston, Oklahoma. This after we've been watching for the last 30 minutes or so, live activity. And thanks to our affiliate and this chopper shot, KFOR, we've seen tornadoes, at least one tornado touch down in each of the cities of Edmond, in Arcadia, in Luther, and now in Wellston, Oklahoma. And an extraordinary sight. Not only were we seeing the flashing from power lines that were being hit, but according to this chopper reporter, he counted about 2 to 3 houses that were simply decimated by this tornado. And again, now you're seeing a more defined view of this funnel cloud, and you see the sparks there, power lines, and it hitting anything in its path. This is a monster of a storm system. We've been hearing from Jennifer Delgado earlier, who said millions of people will be affected by this storm system because it is spanning from Texas all the way to Minnesota over the next set of hours up until at least 11 p.m. tonight and possibly overnight. The folks in nearby Kansas are warning residents there to expect a lot more severe weather even into Monday. But right now, again, extraordinary live images of a monster of a tornado, it appears, touching ground there in Wellston, Oklahoma. We've been listening to the incredible reporting there from the chopper reporter there, as well as the anchors and reporters in other locations in this Oklahoma area. Let's listen in to what they're saying now.
just to the north of it, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't push it with this thing. It's already torn up 2 or 3 houses. I'm directly over the town of Wellston right now, and it looks like it's going to be about 1.5 miles just north of me. So if you're in the town of Wellston, I think you're going to be clear, but unless this thing just really continues to grind and turn more to the southeasterly direction, but this thing is, it's definitely increasing. It is tearing up everything in its path, and there's sporadic homes out here on acreage. So if you live like, I don't know, 2 miles north of Wellston, along that easterly west track, you're definitely going to want to be in a tornado shelter here. This tornado is probably 1/2 mile wide right now. It's continuing to grow. You can see the feeder band lowering right out on the left side of the screen. We've got very, very intense lightning right behind me, and this is just becoming a grinder here. And as it continues to come straight to the east. God, dude, that thing is freaking huge.
That is a monster of a tornado that you're looking at live right now, touching ground. And you heard from that chopper reporter. His chopper is only about 1/2 mile, by his estimation, away from that twister, which, in his words, is tearing up everything. You saw power lines being snapped. He counted 2 to 3 houses that were simply decimated. And as we've been watching these funnel clouds form and touch ground, this one by far, just within the past 35, 40 minutes now, is by far the widest, the largest. He says, by his estimation, the reporter in the chopper there, that this is about 1/2 mile wide, this tornado. Let's listen to what he's saying right now.
It's pretty much north of Wellston, but it's headed almost directly from Chandler. If you took a map or a dot, you know, put a line on Chandler and went straight 270 straight west, that's right about where this storm is. I'm over County Road 3340 and like 890, which doesn't tell you much, but we're northeast of Wellston shooting this storm, and this tornado is continuing to grow, and there's sporadic homes out here on acreage that are in the path. And like you said earlier, if you're in a bathroom or if you're you know, in a closet, that you need to get underground, because this storm is growing, and it is just ripping everything up in its sight, Mike. I'm going to descend to get a better perspective here. I mean, several... Yeah, I'm going to be just northeast of Wellston.
So if you're just now joining us, again, you're looking at live tornadic activity right now in Oklahoma. This is Wellston, Oklahoma, our affiliate KFOR, bringing us extraordinary live images right here from their chopper, which the chopper reporter says they're only about 1/2 mile away from this chopper, as he is also dancing around to make sure that he is out of harm's way. But it's a very wide storm, a wide funnel cloud, by his estimation about 1/2 mile wide. And while we've been on the air taking this live shot, we have seen the sparks flying from power lines that have been wiped out, and we also saw a field of debris. 2 houses, maybe even 3, perhaps even more, according to this reporter, have been simply wiped out. An extraordinary scene here in really what is kind of the dinner hour on Sunday there in Oklahoma. But the threat isn't over. All in that area are being asked to really take cover, go to the basements, go to their tornado-safe places. This is Tornado Alley. They're used to dealing with things like this. However, this is a monster of a storm. It's been a quiet May, which is usually peak month for this kind of tornadic activity. And here we are, you know, mid toward the end of the month, and we're seeing now that things are starting to pick up. I'm Frederica Whitfield. We'll have much more of our storm coverage here from the newsroom. Don Lemon joining me now. Don, this is an extraordinary image that we're seeing A real confluence of events here that continues to threaten millions of people.
And Fred, it's
throughout
been
the evening.
amazing to watch you and to watch the live pictures and to see a tornado actually on the ground hitting homes as we're speaking. Live coverage of this tornado activity right now on CNN. Frederica, thank you very much. It's been a very interesting evening, and it's going to get more interesting. This is serious, folks. This is serious now. We have been telling you since Thursday or Friday that there would be tornado activity happening this weekend and that there would be severe weather. And now, here it is. Many people facing the brunt of it right now in Oklahoma. And if you were not watching CNN, you missed it. And we'll probably see more of this, unfortunately, for the people in that area as we proceed throughout the evening here. We saw a tornado touching down, hitting several homes. A helicopter pilot saying, to his estimation, that this tornado that he saw, the one that you're looking at right now, look at that, about a half-mile long, and he said tearing up everything in its path. It hit Wellston, Oklahoma. There was also tornadoes in other parts of Oklahoma, and this system is a humongous system from Minnesota to Texas, and anyone in any of those areas should be on the lookout right now. Look at this thing. This is unprecedented that we get to see something like this, and you could see the lightning. And as this tornado went through and started hitting homes, you could see the sparks from electricity and just from debris on the ground there. We have reporters who are in the area who are trying to make their way. We also have affiliate coverage from our affiliate KFOR. These live chopper pictures that you're looking at now. Again, fascinating to see this. Very scary for the people who are facing this, who